Good morning, dear children. Today we will study the first chapter in your literature book, Meeting Cezanne, written by Miguel Morpurgo. Do you know Miguel Morpurgo is an English book author, poet, and playwright? He is known best for children's novels such as War Horse. His work is noted for its magical storytelling, and movies such as War Horse, Private Peaceful, When the Whales Come, Friend or Foe are based on his piece of work. Now, I will give you a short summary of this story, and in my next video, we will start with the reading of the chapter. So, this story is about 10-year-old boy Yannick. When he came to know that he has to live with his aunt Mathilde and uncle Bruno, he got very excited because he never went to any other place out of Paris. He saw few beautiful paintings of Provence, and he believed that place to be not less than a paradise. He was also excited to see his cousin Amandine. When he reached there, he was very happy and began to help his uncle run his lodge. But one day he did something wrong. He accidentally destroyed a precious drawing of a famous painter Cezanne, who gave that drawing as a tip to his uncle Bruno. To make everything right once again, he went down through the village and got a new painting. Now, who painted this picture? You will know only when you read the chapter. Now let's start the reading. Sir Miguel Morpurgo is an English author, poet, and playwright. He is best known for his novels and stories for children, many of which have been made into films. Between the year 2003 and 2005, he was named Children's Laureate of the United Kingdom. He has won several awards for his work. Meaning of laureate is a person who is honored with an award for outstanding creative or intellectual achievement. Now, you must have heard the terms like Nobel Prize winner, so you can also say Nobel laureate. Flipping through his mother's book, a young boy named Yannick admires the beauty of the countryside of Provence, as painted by the master painter Cezanne. So Yannick was a young boy, and he was simply turning the pages of his mother's book. And in that book, paintings were there. Who painted these pictures? Cezanne. It was painting of Provence. Provence is a region in southeastern France. It's an area there where in southeastern France. One summer, he gets the chance to go and spend time with his uncle's family who lived there. Yannick soon begins to enjoy his stay, occasionally helping his uncle run the village inn. One day, there's a bustle at the inn for a famous man, the inn's best customer, comes visiting. Who is this man, and why is there such a fuss about his visit? Now, Yannick always admired the beauty of Provence, and now He got a chance to live there with his uncle's family. And when he reached there, he was enjoying his stay there. And he also helped his uncle running his inn. Inn means lodge, public house, or hotel. One day he noticed that there was noise, excitement there at the inn, and someone very special was coming there. Who was that person? Yannick was wondering. And why there is such a needless excitement about his visit? What is so special about it? That evening, my cousin Amandine told me I had to do everything properly because their best customer was coming to dine with some friends. He lived in the chateau in the village, she said, and was very famous. When I asked what he was famous for, she didn't reply. As this person was the best customer, so Amandine wanted everything to be perfect. She expected Yannick to do everything properly because this famous person was coming with some of his friends to have dinner there. And this person lived in chateau. Chateau means a large castle or a large house. When Yannick asked Amandine what this person is famous for, she didn't reply. Questions, always questions. She tutted. Go and fetch the logs. She didn't reply to the questions of Yannick and got irritated. And she told him to go and bring the logs. Whoever he was, he looked like an ordinary man without much hair. But I felt very pleased when the famous man ate one of my creme brulee. After the man and his guests left, we began to clear the table. I pulled the paper tablecloth off, scratched it, and threw it into the fire as usual. Suddenly, Amandine went rushing past me. For some reasons, she grabbed the tongs and tried to pull out the remnants of the burning paper tablecloth. But it was already too late. Then she turned to me. Now, Yannick found this person quite ordinary. But he was very happy that this famous person ate a dessert that was made by him. Creme brulee is a French dessert. And when this person left, Yannick and Amandine started to clean the table. Like every other day, Yannick pulled the paper tablecloth and scrunched it. Scrunched it means to crush. So he crushed the paper tablecloth and threw it into the fire like he always did. But this time, when he threw it, suddenly Amandine came running and she tried to pull it out. But she was too late because most part of the paper tablecloth was burnt. You fool! She shouted. You little fool! What? I said. That man who just left does a drawing on the tablecloth as a tip for Papa. If he likes the meal, you went and threw it in the fire. He's the most famous painter in the world. Idiot! She was in tears now. When Amandine failed to save the paper tablecloth, she turned to Yannick and shouted at him and told him that the famous man who came there to dine with his friends draws something on paper tablecloth for her father as a tip if he likes the meal. And that precious painting Yannick threw into the fire. And because of this incident, Amandine was very sad and she was in tears after that. I hope you have understood till here, children, and in my next video, I will explain the remaining paragraphs. Thank you.